Greetings, I'm Mr. McCovia. I'm your Money Matters teacher. Today we'll be discussing what is a budget and why you need one. I want you to know what a budget is. I also want you to understand why a budget is necessary, and I also want you to be able to create a budget. Let's begin. What is a budget? Simply put, a budget is a plan for managing your money in a way that best meets your personal needs and wants. Why develop a budget? Well, as you get older, your income and expenses will grow in terms of both dollars and complexity. Large purchases such as a car, college, or home cannot be made spontaneously. They require a plan to pay for them. A budget provides a plan for your money so you can attain your goals. In addition, a budget helps you to track your spending and it ensures that you're living within your means. So if you look at some of the images below, you see a home. As you get older, you're going to want to obtain a home. Home ownership is very important. Obtaining a home, you, you're building wealth. So a home, the value of a home appreciates. So, let's say if you brought a home for 25,000, well, in 10 years, the home may be worth 40,000. And so it appreciates each year. We live in the state of Texas. We drive everywhere. Having transportation is essential. And I know some of you, you want to drive in style. You may want a luxury car. You want to, you may want to something above a base model. Also, you need savings. You need retirement. You need an emergency plan. There's also a social aspect, such as eating out with your friends or family. Or you may want a vacation. You also may want to go to the movies or go shopping. Or, you may want to obtain a higher degree post bachelor. So you might want a graduate degree or a professional degree, such as a medical doctor or attorney or a PhD. This all takes having a budget. Why budgeting is important? Well, you have to be practical. So let's look at the steps. Develop better financial habits. Two, relieve emotional stress. Three, it assists in you achieving your financial goals. So if you have better financial habits, you relieve stress. If you do not have better financial habits, what happens is you accrue debts, and debt leads to stress. And the more debt you accrue, the more stress you have. So you want to alleviate that. Budgeting is effective money management. So let's look at the image below. Effective budgeting includes developing personal financial goals, evaluating personal financial health, creating a personal monthly budget, organizing personal financials. So it's effective budgeting is planning how to get the most from your money. Good budgeting keep track of where that money goes so they can make it go further. So essentially, you're going to get a check, or some of you already work, so you already understand how this goes. Maybe it's bi-monthly or maybe it's monthly, however it's distributed. You have to stretch that money. So essentially, a budget, you have to plan how much money I have, how much money I have to spend on bills, and how will I maintain and track all this and make my money last. The basics of budgeting. So there are three basic components of a budget. One, you pick the time period, like monthly or by pay period. It can be helpful to also do an annual budget because some expenses are not paid monthly. If you look at this equation, you have income minus expenses equal net income or loss. So this is very important. So pay attention to number two. If your number is positive, there is money available for savings. So that means you're in the green. If your number is negative, then you are going into debt. That means you're in the red. This is what you want. You want discretionary income. And what is discretionary income? Discretionary income is the amount of individual's income that is left for spending, investing, or saving after paying taxes and paying for personal necessities, such as food, shelter, and clothing. What we do not want is debt. Now, debt is money owed or due. And so let's look at the formula again, and I'll just give you an example. Income minus expenses equal net income or loss. So, for example, if your paycheck was $3,000 and your monthly expenses were $1,500, class, how much would you have left? If you answered it correctly, you would have $1,500 left. Steps in budgeting. Number one, you want to set financial goals. Number two, you want to estimate your income. Three, you want to record what you spend, and that is like monthly bills and emergency expenses. Number four, you want to budget for actual and unexpected expenses, things such as medical emergencies and car maintenance. Number five, you want to review and evaluate monthly. Now, this includes monitoring bills and tracking needs and wants. So we have to understand that money is emotional. It's usually very easy to understand what we should do, but our emotions and urges can get us in trouble, especially with money. It is important for us to understand the difference between needs and wants and understand they vary from person to person. So you might ask, what are needs? Well, needs are some of the bare necessities you need to survive. Things such as food, shelter, basic clothing, and things to get around with. Now, wants get us in trouble, right? Like, wants are luxury goods, vacations, luxury car. So if food was a basic need, something I need to survive, something I need in my budget, then a want would be $100 steak. But see, if I have a if I have a monthly total income of $2,000, I could not purchase $100 steak per day, and that's what makes it a want. What else is in the budget? Well, you have things such as student loans, insurance payments. You can actually budget in entertainment, income taxes. Now, as you get older, you're going to have child care, you're going to have medical bills, savings, and you could budget in vacations too. So let's create a budget. You have a total income of 1,200. So remember, your monthly income is $1,200. Your mortgage is $300. Your car note is $150. Your health insurance is $50. Your car insurance is $25. And utilities. Utilities are such things as gas, electricity, water is $75. Now, budget for discretionary spending. Now, that's food, savings, entertainment, clothing, long term goals, i.e., such as college. Well, at this point, I've explained what a budget is. We're going to do a sample budget together, but after we do that sample budget, I want you to independently create your own budget. So let's build the budget together. So, as I said in the slide, we have $1,200. Now, these are our expenses. So, we have a mortgage of $300 plus a car note of $150. Now, that equals $450. Now, if we take the $450, right, and we added $50 to it, that's $500. Now, if we take $500 and add $25 to it, that's $525. And lastly, if we take $75 plus the 525, that's $600. Now, you have $600. Now, this includes a mortgage, a car note, health insurance, car insurance, and utilities. Now, remember, we originally started off with $1,200. So now we have a remaining $600 in total budget. So, for the sake of example, because remember, we're doing this together, we're going to move $200 of that $600 into savings, meaning we have $400 left. Now, we're going to take $200 of that $400 and we're going to the grocery store. We need groceries, right, to eat. And so we have $100. That's going to be entertainment. Things like shopping and movies and hanging out with friends. And so also, I need you to understand short term and long term. And again, this is just the example. Um, I want to purchase a home by 27. I'm currently 18. So again, that's just an affirmation. That's a goal, right? That's a long term goal. A short term goal is I want to save $3,600 in my savings in a year. Now we can actually do that because if you look, we have $200. No, we have $200. So it would actually take us not a year. It would take us a little longer. So that would take us 3 years, not 1 year. So when we look at it, let's look at the total cost. So income minus expenses, that was $1,200, right? So our income was $1,200 minus expenses, which was $600, which we had $600 left. But then we subtracted $300, which left us with $300. And so we had to subtract our needs, which were $200, which left us with a total of $100 that stayed in the pocket for miscellaneous things such as gifts or fast food. So essentially, I want you to create your expenses. How much are you willing to pay? I want you to have savings. I want you to find out what your personal needs. Remember, your needs may not be my needs. I want you to do it once. I want you to do a short, long term, or short term, and I want you to track and monitor all your expenses. So you can write them down here, and you can just do a quick breakdown. If you have any additional questions or you need any support, I'm always here for you. Thank you.